Hello, welcome to episode 3 of the Sonic Generations playthrough, where we'll be going through Sky Sanctuary. Now,
Pretty.
yeah. Now, Zahren, you have certain words to say about this level?
I had so many problems with this level on my first playthrough. I think it's part of the reason is because my laptop is so god awful. It lags slightly, even at the lowest settings. So, if there's going to be a bottomless pit, I will fall down it several times.
Surely that's your laptop's fault and not the game's.
It's part of the problem is that there are so many of the bloody things. Even say here, where surely you are standing at the top of a tower, there is still a bottomless pit.
There's plenty of warning signs.
There are plenty of warning signs, but it's still a case of, you know, it just feels like there were too many chances to die without any kind of respite on the third level.
Well, technically, since the level's made up of 2 acts, this is the
Well,
this
yeah,
is the
okay,
5th.
it's the third classic Sonic level. So you haven't had much of a chance to get used to the ever so slightly floaty physics.
I probably shouldn't do these recordings on an empty stomach. I keep thinking those clouds look like marshmallows.
They are marshmallows. That's how we're jumping on them.
Oh, I want to live there now. I just spend all day eating the cloud like nom 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 nom.
Doesn't matter about the egg robots, you'll do it anyway.
Yes,
Okay.
really, not the Death Star.
It's not the Death Star, they're completely unrelated. One's a
Right,
Death Egg, the
Is
other...
it a giant ship that's round?
Yes.
Then as far as I'm concerned, it's the Death Star.
It's the Death Egg, they're completely different.
It's not the Death Egg, because it's a ball, it's not an egg shape.
It's made by Eggman, who, despite not liking being called Eggman, calls it the Death Egg.
He
You
does
read
really...
some weird mixed messages.
He really does prompt this kind of crap, doesn't he?
Yeah. Doesn't help that he looks like an egg, but...
That thing looks like hell to steer.
Yeah, it's a horrible thing.
I hear so much bitching about those things, but I never had that much problem with it.
Yes, but you kept falling off the bottomless pits in this
Yes,
level,
I kept
so...
falling off the bottomless pits and didn't have too much problem with the thing that everyone complains is a complete bitch to control.
So
Yeah.
basically, you
Right.
can't do the simple stuff, but you're a master at all the difficult shit.
Exactly.
Well.
I am great.
Mm-hmm.
Well, not really. You're sort of like great as long as they're not asking you to do something simple.
You're sort of great like Rain Man. I see, the red rings in this level are really annoying to get, because they're all on long alternate paths, so you have to play through it 3 times to get it.
I thought that was the point of hidden collectibles. You have to play through it multiple times regardless.
No, in a lot of levels you can get most of them all in one go.
See, I hate that, the way that bit looks is like, you have to fall down to the bottomless pit to spare in order to continue the level.
Well, there's a path of rings, and there isn't a warning sign, so it's pretty good to guess that it's not going to kill you.
I know, but it's still going down to the bottomless pit to spare, which is kind of counterintuitive.
It's a path of rings, it might well just be an arrow. You can always trust a path of rings.
Unless they're sponsored by the Hula Hoop Massacre. Bruh.
How would you kill someone with a hula hoop?
You don't want to know.
They bait you into the van with the hula hoops, and then they kill you.
So technically, they're not really killing you with the hula hoop. They're just using it.
Yeah, but you don't trust. It still means you don't trust the Trail of Rings.
On a side note, the Hula Hoop Massacre was condemned to death 5 years ago, after the most horrifically bloody slaughter in human history. The more you know.
A minute of silence, please, for the victims.
I'm
Oh
not
look,
doing
there's a
it.
Sonic commentary going on in the background.
What? We do commentary here? You're a madman, Zahren. A madman.
Crazy fool.
Is it really necessary to boost into the zoom pad?
No, but I like to do it. Don't tell me what to do.
I'm
Boom.
not telling, I'm asking.
Why is it when you fell off that path, you didn't go onto the path you were already on?
Because I wanted to get this red ring.
You're just a slave to those red rings, aren't you?
Yes. There's only 2 red rings I don't have. They're both in City Escape. Anyone who's tried to get all the red rings in City Escape knows the 2 that I'm talking about.
We do not speak their name.
Well, you don't, because you don't know what they are.
Well,
And
no,
also, their names are Red and Ring.
What about the other
Blasphemer.
100 odd of them?
They're called Red Ring too. I hate that robot so much. If you time your attacks wrong, you end up hitting him when he's launching a missile and you just explode.
and then you look a bit like a prick, really.
Yeah, you do.
Oh, was that Sonic? You're gonna hit me? And oh, you've run into my own missile.
Yeah. See, that's one of the few times the home attack can be really annoying, where it just takes you off somewhere you don't want to go.
Quite counterintuitive for a homing attack, isn't it?
Well, it homes on something.
It's
Yeah,
not
but
the
not
thing
home.
you need.
Yeah.
What is the point of doing all those tricks in midair?
Oh, it fills up your boost bar.
See his boost bar
Somehow.
kind of super high.
Yeah.
How did you miss that the first time?
Modern Sonic doesn't control that well when you're going really slow.
I don't think either of the Sonics control that well if you're going really slow.
Classic
honest.
Sonic kind of does, but you
He
don't.
kind of does, be like I said, he still feels like a block of ice on roller skates.
Yeah. I still don't know how you have such troubles with this game.
Did you just go through the ceiling?
No. I teleported.
Through the ceiling?
Well, yes, teleporting, it doesn't really matter if there's a wall in the way.
It's just like the camera keeps like, clipping through the scenery. It's a little bit off-putting.
Yeah, it follows the path your whatever it is you're on when you teleport takes.
This place is really pretty.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it's quite a nice level.
Yeah.
We'll give them that.
Yeah. There's a level later on Planet Wisp where, not on the actual factory bit of it, but just when you're going around, it looks really nice. Lots of greenery. Well, not
Yeah.
greenery, sort of bluery.
Purpley.
Yeah.
I feel like we're working for like a holiday brochure.
Yeah.
If you want to
Don't you-
green plants and fluffy clouds, come to Cloud City or wherever the hell it's called.
Planet Wisp.
You don't want to go to Cloud City. Vader's there. He'll
Oh, right, I
shit
thought that
up.
sounded familiar from somewhere. I just couldn't remember where.
I thought we weren't making Star Wars references.
We're
Hey,
not.
that one was
Stop
complete
making
by
Star Wars
accident.
references.
I genuinely thought this level was called Cloud City. Alright, I just completely forgot.
It's Sky Sanctuary. There's nothing at all to do with Star Wars, he says as the giant death egg in the background.
See! You admit it! It
I
looks
admit-
like a Death Star!
I admit nothing. You're the one making that connection. I simply called it a death egg, which is what it is.
Why does Sonic breakdance?
Because he's really cool. Do you
Yeah.
break dance?
No, because I'd break my leg and possibly my neck at the same time.
And that's why you're not cool.
We're so nice to each other here.
Of course. We're best friends.
So why does Knuckles have two, like, spikes on his knuckles, but no fingers?
Because it's
He's
like
wearing gloves.
Suddenly wondering what their hands look like.
They look like hands.
wearing gloves. I've never questioned this, but why do all the characters in Sonic wear gloves?
Because
That's a
otherwise
very
they'd be
good-
naked.
There's a very good explanation for that.
Okay, question. How come the guys wear gloves and shoes, yet the girls wearing dresses? Aren't the guys kind of aware that they're kind of nude?
Again, there's a very good explanation for that. And I'll tell you what that explanation is in about 15 seconds. Yeah, the next part we'll be going through trials and things. But anyway, the explanation for why they wear shoes and gloves, but girls wear dresses, is